Howdy out there, this is TJ. I'm coming to you from GoFigureNews.com, and today we are presenting something from a few years back, but it is still as fresh as the day in which it was released. Based on a character that was originally created by artist Dave Bondi back in 2008. So this took years to kind of evolve into a wonderful 8-inch figure. This is the Akashi. Particularly this one is the 5YL, or the 5YL. I'm just going to call it the 5YL, the Akashi 5YL. We are going to look at the standard edition right here, although you should know that there were other editions that came out prior to this in 2013 that were sold out at both San Diego and New York Comic-Con. So they decided to create this standard edition. So I'm looking forward to pulling this out and showing you what's inside. If you want to get more information, you can go to KusoVinyl.com. They worked in cooperation with Kuso Designer Toys. So, and remember, this is not a toy. So I'm going to pull the figure out of the box, and this is a really fun figure. This is something a little bit slightly left of center for me, because I personally do not collect from either of these universes, and once the mashup is created, then the interest from this side is created. So this is what he looks like inside of the double plastic, which I really appreciate when these types of designer toys are packaged this way. All right, so here we have the central figure, and he comes with some extra goodies, so I'm going to pull those out for you. Now, here is the Akashi 5YL 5YL, if you will. You know, if you look closely, and you probably don't even have to look closely, you can see that he is this very unusual combination of Mickey Mouse and Mario Brothers Mario. So I'm just going to call him Mickey Mario here and now, and I'm giving you a 360 as we take a look at some of his unique features. He comes with a hat, which is a cute little cap. Everything is individually wrapped, which I really appreciate. That really helps when it's shipping. Also, sometimes before things are packaged, they are not 100% dry. They, some companies send things, they throw it into the box when it's still wet. This doesn't look like that was the case. And then they individually wrapped the cap, which fits snugly right over his ears. You actually have to push it down a little bit. It's got the little M, which kind of also has a harken to one of the large fast food joints. There's a few different things going on here. He's got kind of a very strange, almost, how do you want to say, like an aerodynamic mustache that's shaped like the wings of an airplane. And he features 7 points of articulation. So let's see what those are. The hands move back and forth. So it's brand new just out of the box, and the arms move up and down. You just have to give it a little extra push there. And the feet do move. So you have 2 feet, 2 hands, 2 arms, that's 6 points. And then maybe at the waist, let's see. Does he move at the waist? Ah, yes. He does move at the waist. Oh, it's cool that he moves at the waist, because you can really get an interesting look here. You probably have to futz around with it to get it the way that you want it, but I sort of like it just like that. So he's kind of like looking over and up slightly to the side. Now, as I said, he comes with a few little bonuses. That includes 2, count them, uno and dos hands. So he can do jazz hands. So you just pop these hands off, which is very, very simple. These are more like fists. And then you can put these new hands right on. And they do pop on pretty easily. And that was probably the wrong hand, but we can have some fun with it. Okay. Yeah, because your thumb goes outward. No, yeah, now they're backwards. Okay, but you get the idea. Here he has 2 bonus hands. So 4 hands all together, 2 fists and 2 outward hands. So he also comes with these bonus eyes, which have hearts for the pupils. So if you're a gamer or if you are someone who likes to play around with figures, these are going to insert right inside of his eye sockets to make him have more of a dreamy in love sort of quality. The figure is vinyl. If you are excited by the work of Dave Bondi, this is a great example of a figure that you might want to have in your collection because his work is really exciting and very pop and inviting and colorful, just like this little guy right here. Now, as you can see, I have him with the 2 different kinds of hands. You can change it up however you'd like. I love figures that have flexibility and that have the ability to, kind of really shift its multiple figures in one. And he has that sort of like that almost like goofy, like deer in the headlights Luigi, like Italiano sort of flavor with that kind of also happy-go-lucky Mickey Mouse face. So he's got the blue coloration matching up with the red sort of jumpsuit, jumper with the matching shoes. He's got the kind of, it's not really a baseball cap, it's more like a driver's cap. And then on the bottom, the feet are orange, and then it's branded with the artist's name, Bondi, right on the bottom here. I am looking at a figure that's sculpt is precision. I mean, it is a very clean, very precise sculpt. All of the Disney-isms are there, the sort of like the little slight round fold in the top of the shoe, the kind of bulbousness to the fingers, this pure white sort of glove, and then you've got the goofiness of the Mario Brothers with the coloration and the jumper and sort of this sort of suspended in animation sort of feel. I would say the paint job, there are a couple of points where every figure is going to be slightly different because these are most likely, I would say, hand painted. The paint is really, really, really well done because where the orange and the red meet, for instance, in the shoe, there is a perfect thin, clean line. You cannot see any disruption of the color. The color itself is not very complicated. Like there's not a lot of tonal change or any of that kind of thing, or there's not any shift between the colors. But there is a little tiny mark of red on the glove, and that came from, there was something touched something. That's not so bad. And then the blue around the edge of the sort of sideburn where the hair meets the face. There's no kind of like staining or strange look to it, but there's a little bit of very, 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 very minor bleed, but it's nothing noticeable. It's really for someone like me who's going to be looking to the nth degree. Honestly, they did a fantastic job on this figure, and I am thrilled to add him to the collection. He's going to go beside the Uncle Scam, and probably right in between him and General So's Nightmare. I think that would be a perfect combination. If you are someone who loves exciting, adventurous figures, you will want to check him out. And you might also want to check out on our Facebook page, we just posted a story that was done by another writer and another site about urban vinyl and sort of the state of urban vinyl. It was published in January, and we just discovered it, so we popped it up on our site just to open up a debate. So check out our Facebook page, which will be, of course, listed below, as it always is. And remember to subscribe. We'll see you next time right here on Go Figure News. Over and out.